Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending this session on hybrid cloud. My name is Christophe Roy. I am leading the marketing activities of Atos Cloud Enterprise Solutions. I will be the moderator of this session, and there will be a Q&A at the end of the presentation. Now, it's a pleasure for me to introduce our Atos speaker, Michael Kohler, an Atos fellow, leading our global cloud engineering. So Mike, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Christophe. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. As Christophe mentioned, my name is Michael Kohler. I am the CTO and head of cloud engineering for Atos. I am responsible for the design, development, deployment, and delivery of Atos cloud services globally. I have been working with the company for coming up on 18 years and have held a variety of roles that range from pre-sales, consulting, account delivery, service development, and engineering. Prior to Atos, I worked for Oracle, CSC, now called DXC, Tenfold, and Waste Management in a variety of leadership roles focused on how to leverage and create competitive advantage and differentiation through the use of technology. Today, I'm going to briefly discuss what is driving the enterprises, driving change for the enterprises. How will Atos enable that change with a concept that I call the cloud-powered enterprise? A look at a specific use case, some key lessons learned, and as mentioned by Christophe, followed by a short Q&A. Digital transformation and digital change is driving the modern enterprise to rethink their core business strategies at speed, at scale, and globally. It is forcing today's incumbents to think about how to adapt to new and changing markets, especially when today, modern cloud-powered, born in the cloud business model, there exists no real cost barrier for a new entrant. In fact, this represents a greater challenge to most incumbents as they have embedded costs, operating models, and other elements that prevent them from changing as rapidly as might be needed or desired. The assumption should be the market is going to change and be disrupted. The question to ask is, do I want to be the disruptor or the disrupted? Another key element that today's leading enterprises are grappling with is the shift from the industrial age to the digital age is how decisions are made. In the past, we would centralize all decision-making to ensure they were able to bring to market globally consistent products and services that were the same everywhere and used the same way by everyone. Now, flexibility and the ability to adapt and change a service is critical, as customers want solutions tailored to them, not a one-size-fits-all. The perspective is, I am unique and I want to be treated that way. As a result, speed is critical in this new digital world. In the past, enterprises may have spent months, quarters, and sometimes years focused on making decisions on the products and services they wanted to bring to market. They would have entire teams focused on testing the theory. That is no longer viable, as today's enterprises need to make decisions quickly. They need to adjust quickly to market disruption and changes in customer behavior. These decisions must be done quickly and in some cases, real time, driven and underpinned by data. Probably one of the most nuanced changes in this brave new world is the way decisions had been made historically. They can no longer be purely top-down and hierarchical in nature. Enterprises need to evolve to being policy-driven with an emphasis on customer centricity. As a result, modern enterprises need to respond to customers in an inorganic, real-time or near real-time manner. This level of response ensures that enterprises are focused on customer outcomes and delighting them. Another way to think about this is the concept of the pop-up business. In the future, this can happen digitally through offering a limited product bundle or limited service and product bundle. To put it simply, enterprises must become action-oriented, collaborative, with an emphasis on customer centricity. As a result, these shifts and what's driving the enterprise have created new business models. A few examples in agriculture and manufacturing. A new approach has given rise to what is referred to as precision agriculture. Great example is John Deere, bringing together big data and analytics, connected tractors and machinery for helping farmers get maximum yield from a crop. The combination of Bayer and Monsanto to bring together seed development, the integration of biotech, and big data to enable digital farming and outcomes and growing crops in what might have been previously unharvestable or conditions not suitable for growing maximum crops or sustaining crop growth. Additionally, there are some cool things going on in the manufacturing world. I think about companies like Siemens and what they're doing for machines as turbines and offering them as a service. I think about Nike and Nike offerings called Nike ID products configured for me, custom sneakers and clothing designed by me for me. And lastly, a personal favorite of mine, given that I'm a car guy, BMW. BMW cars customized to the specific configurations of me, the driver, thinking about how I want to enjoy that experience. As we look at some of these changes in the enterprise, there are a lot of technologies to help enable the shift from the industrial to the digital age. We hear words used to describe a connected world driven by sensors, wearables, and IoT-based technologies. We hear words like big data and analytics to describe what we do with all of the data that is now being created from those sensors and wearables. We hear acronyms like SMAC, which envision a world that integrates all aspects of the enterprise and customer. Think social responsibility, regardless of the device, think mobile, integrated with real-time or real-time, near real-time analytics, all based on a cloud delivery model. When enterprises think this way and leverage a cloud-first approach to the digital age and digital transformation, I refer to this as the cloud-powered enterprise. On my last slide, I talked about digital as one of the key changes that is driving the enterprise. I also introduced the concept of the cloud-powered enterprise. We believe these cloud-powered enterprises will want to partner with a provider that understands what it takes to unleash the power of cloud to enable their digital transformation. These cloud-powered enterprises are going to want a partner that understands how to move to cloud, given most workloads have not yet moved, especially some of their most mission-critical workloads. They're going to want a partner that understands what cloud provider to leverage and why, as most enterprises have adopted a multi-cloud strategy that encompasses both private and public clouds. Most importantly, they want a customer that has done this before and has the appropriate partnerships in place to de-risk this very important change in delivery models. Key to this is possessing the deep cloud skills and necessary expertise to drive this change. Atos possesses the requisite skills to enable this revolution for our customers. To provide context to this statement, at Atos, we provide over 5,500 cloud experts focused on the delivery of cloud-based services to our customers. We have over 30,000 application experts with deep understanding of what it takes to transform a variety of applications. At Atos, we have achieved numerous certifications. To be specific, 1,200 plus Google certifications, 1,000 plus Azure certifications, and over 1,000 AWS certifications in our pursuit of cloud excellence. As certifications aren't just enough, we have significant experience across all hyperscalers managing workloads and other services, including the deployment of one of the top 3 largest hybrid clouds in the world today. At Atos, we believe that our deep expertise and understanding will enable the cloud revolution for our customers and truly make them a cloud-powered enterprise. As enterprises embrace cloud as the preferred delivery and consumption model for services, research and our current customer usage show that hybrid and multi-cloud are becoming the de facto way of consuming cloud. Given that most enterprises will look to manage the risk of vendor lock-in or price gouging, they will look to utilize public cloud services from 2 or more public cloud providers. In most cases, they will look to leverage the appropriate public cloud provider based on the strengths of their service offerings or how the enterprise wishes to develop what I call their own service pattern for how they consume public cloud. An example of a service pattern that an enterprise may adopt is they may put all of their transactional systems in one public cloud, perceived to be the strength of that specific cloud provider, and maybe put all of their analytical systems in another public cloud, which are perceived to be the strength of that public cloud provider, as well as offering additional analytic capabilities for accessing and utilizing that data. This will help enterprises ensure and balance the risk of vendor lock-in while accelerating their transformation. This approach will ultimately lead enterprises to a new way of thinking about their workloads. A common sentiment seems to be developing amongst enterprises that I should be able to move my workloads across any cloud provider, as cloud is, after all, cloud. Well, that is a great idea. It is not automatically true. For enterprises to achieve this ability, it will force them to think about, how do I re-architect, redevelop, and deploy my application and infrastructure and security services to work this way? As a result, to achieve workload mobility, there is a lot of work being done currently in the area of application modernization and transformation, of how we abstract application and infrastructure from cloud providers. In the case of application and application-related services, there is a heavy emphasis on redeveloping applications with a focus on microservices to leverage PaaS, platform as a service, and service meshes, which will be critical in helping develop applications with portability in mind. Aligned to the work on application modernization and transformation, there is similar work being done on how do I manage and orchestrate infrastructure. Over the last several years, Kubernetes has emerged as the standard for orchestrating cloud-based infrastructure services. As we look to decouple and remove the link between virtual machines and applications. As a result of this move to containers, most customers are utilizing some form of Kubernetes, whether it is a pure open source distribution, a distribution that is provided by their virtual infrastructure provider, or a distribution provided by their public cloud of choice. Each of these approaches provides pluses and minuses on helping enterprise achieve their hybrid and multi-cloud vision. One last item is that there is a difference in the implementation of a hybrid and multi-cloud strategy for the enablement of consumption of cloud. Put simply, hybrid cloud could be defined by the use of an abstraction layer to mask any unique service attributes of a cloud provider, thus creating a common way to consume and manage services across cloud. On the other hand, multi-cloud could be defined that an enterprise has an all-in on leveraging a cloud service provider and wants to exploit as many of the services as possible, leading potentially to a quicker time to value and faster innovation. The key is picking the right model that meets an enterprise's long-term vision on how to leverage cloud on their unique journey to becoming the cloud-powered enterprise. Atos' cloud vision is that we enable our customers to become a cloud-powered enterprise by implementing secure cloud solutions that are enabled by a rich system of partners that leverage our global delivery capability and service offerings. That vision enables our customers to define the appropriate strategy to enable their unique cloud journey, whether that be fully private or fully public cloud enabled. Deliver and managed in either a hybrid or multi-cloud model, ensuring the availability and the end-to-end service regardless of the consumption model. Determining the right cloud and service for the right workload, balancing cost and capability across virtual machines and or containers. Modernized and transformation of their existing application, infrastructure, and security services, fully or partially, migrating what makes sense and redeveloping what needs to be redeveloped. And also extremely important in today's modern world, the elimination of no longer required assets, such as data centers, helping to contribute to a decarbonized world and making the world a better, more sustainable place than when we started. Now, as we talk about that vision, let's talk about that cloud vision and how we make those realities tangible for our enterprise customers. We have 8 core areas that we bundle our end-to-end services by for our enterprise customers. They are the following: cloud advisory, helping our customers determine what and how they should leverage cloud to align with their individual business objectives and outcome. Collaboration, helping our customers determine the best way for their employees, partners, and customers to interact with each other. Apps and data, the approach to modernize and transformation of their apps and data and moving them to a cloud modern and cloud native set of technologies. Cloud platforms, helping our customers select and optimize the appropriate cloud provider bundled with key managed offering and services to accelerate value and innovation. Data center to cloud, helping our customers eliminate no longer wanted data center assets as they push those workloads and new capabilities into the cloud and consume them in a cloud model. SAP to cloud, helping our existing customers migrate their existing SAP landscapes to the cloud platform of their choice. And ever importantly of late, mainframe to cloud, enabling our customers' migration from traditional mainframe-based applications on COBOL, PL1, IMS, DB2, to cloud-native technologies redeveloped in Java. And then last but not least, security. This helps ensure that our customers' cloud environments are secure, whether that is based on recommended best practices or customer-specific requirements that are native and required by a cloud provider. Examples would include workload protection, encryption services, or even providing a SIM or SOC. These services are all encompassing and are grouped depending on how the customer wants to engage Atos to help their unique vision for cloud. Think allows us to partner with enterprise clients to determine their new digital strategy and the benefit they will receive and the cost to get there. Planning allows us to take their business objectives, translate them into an actionable plan to deliver the required results. The build phase allows us to implement that plan that we develop jointly, whether it's to eliminate and no longer need a data center asset, building cloud native applications, legacy debt reduction that focuses on the results that were defined as part of the business case. And operate is where we manage and optimize the cloud environments so that our customers can focus on their business and not the business of running technology. Because we run these services globally for many enterprise clients, we are constantly learning new methods to improve and optimize these services. As a result of those learnings, we are continually improving the way these services are delivered. This enables continuous and ongoing improvement and delivers new capabilities to our enterprise clients. One last element that I would like to express is that these end-to-end services that are the instantiation of Atos Cloud capabilities are underpinned by a core set of managed services, products, and a rich ecosystem of trusted partners that an enterprise customer may choose to leverage directly that will dramatically improve their time to value versus building or developing their own from a blank sheet of paper. On my last slide, I concluded with a statement: a rich ecosystem of trusted partners that an enterprise may choose to leverage directly that will dramatically improve their time to value. Each of the partners depicted on this slide are global partners that Atos works with to deliver products and services for committed solutions to our enterprise customers. Let's take a look at some of our critical partnerships that make up our cloud ecosystem. I'm not going to focus on every one of them. Let's start with the hyperscalers. We work with each of the hyperscalers to develop specific service and offerings to exploit their unique capabilities for our customers. In the case of Google Cloud, they are a strategic partner to Atos. What that means is that Atos and Google work jointly to co-define, co-engineer, co-market, and co-sell products and services that decrease time to develop and deploy cloud solutions, and create tangible value quickly that leverage our combined strengths. Two examples of this: a fully managed cloud offering for Oracle database customers on Google Cloud, and the ability to deploy Atos on Atos private cloud offering DHC, Digital Hybrid Cloud, enabling a truly hybrid cloud experience. As part of our strategic partnership with Google, Atos is recognized as a Google Cloud Premier Partner with 10 Google Cloud specific partner specializations. Additionally, as an accredited managed service provider and a global leader in Google Cloud certifications with more than 1,200 certifications to deliver these unique services to our customers. AWS and Azure are other key hyperscalers we work with to enable customers to migrate and modernize their applications and infrastructure. In each case, we offer a set of cloud-native services that a customer can leverage based on specific IP we have developed with each hyperscaler in mind. AWS and Azure are also able to be managed in a hybrid model, leveraging our Atos private cloud offering DHC in combination with our managed public cloud services. This solution allows our enterprise customers to deploy and manage workloads across an on-premise private cloud that is fully integrated with public cloud. Shifting to applications, I'm going to focus on ServiceNow. ServiceNow has had a long global partnership with Atos. We utilize ServiceNow for the delivery and management of our end-to-end services by leveraging it as our preferred ITSM platform. Additionally, we have partnered with ServiceNow to develop and implement a cloud management platform that enables Atos to monitor and manage our hybrid cloud services that are deployed on the behalf of our enterprise customers. This capability allows us to manage and orchestrate our cloud services at scale, all from a single pane of glass and integrating with our ITSM platforms where appropriate. Last but not least, our cloud ecosystem partners. I want to focus on two of them. First, Dell Technologies, which has had a long, very successful partnership with Atos. We leverage Dell EMC to provide core infrastructure building blocks for our private cloud platform. We combine that with a very powerful software stack from VMware, which we have enabled with significant intellectual property that Atos has developed to provide a seamless hybrid and multi-cloud experience for our enterprise customers. We call this DHC, the Atos Digital Hybrid Cloud, a critical building block in enabling our customers' move to multi and hybrid cloud. Second, I want to focus on CloudBees. As we have moved towards a DevOps, DevSecOps, or an SRE-driven approach to the management and consumption of cloud-based services, it has become apparent that there are new models for how organizations want to consume, deploy, and manage their application services across the cloud service of their choosing. To enable this bimodal consumption of services, Atos has partnered with CloudBees to deliver a managed CI/CD service that automates the deployment of application and infrastructure pipelines. This allows developers to rapidly and seamlessly deploy to any supported cloud endpoint, regardless of private and public cloud destination. So from an Atos perspective, we believe these critical partnerships and our commitment to multi-cloud and hybrid cloud solutions enable the cloud-powered enterprise for our customers. So what does it look like when we pull it all together? Service offerings and our trusted partner ecosystem. This slide depicts what would be an end-to-end approach to transform an enterprise customer's application and infrastructure services. The Atos approach accounts for both existing and new application infrastructure services, commonly referred to as brownfield and greenfield. As part of the transformational journey for our enterprise customers, Atos has developed a decision factory-based approach to aid in the transformation of customers' existing applications that take a rule-based approach to defining the path for application and infrastructure modernization. You'll notice that on the left, and that is the very basis of where we start to transform customers. Integration services to ensure that the new or refreshed application and infrastructure services are integrated and accessed, whether that is a call to public cloud services via a broker, the development of a multi-cloud application using a service mesh like Istio, or even building new sets of APIs to externalize new application and business functions. Keeping with the use of modern application development and deployment approaches, Atos has fully integrated an ability to manage containers across a variety of endpoints, whether that be our private cloud offering DHC, leveraging PKS, or in the public cloud supported with distributions by our hyperscaler partners like Google with GKE, AWS with EKS, and Microsoft with AKS. As enterprise customers move towards infrastructure as code and leverage more PaaS-related services, we provide several options for them to choose from, all with the goal of utilizing the right approach to building cloud modern and cloud native applications. If the need to migrate existing virtual machines as part of the transformation, Atos offers a variety of choices for on-premise workloads, leveraging our VMware private cloud or public cloud alternatives. Lastly, a last core set of components to address how Atos provides an end-to-end approach is the management orchestration of all these services. The management and orchestration is broken into three core components or capabilities that are depicted in the lower right part of the slide. First, ITSM for the end-to-end management of all services based on an ITIL framework powered by ServiceNow. A CMP for the holistic management of cloud-based services driven by policies. And CI/CD for the use of the platform by developers, enabling developers to build, deploy, and manage applications, regardless and at scale of the cloud provider of their choice. We believe at Atos this provides an industrial drop-in end-to-end approach to help our customers achieve their application and transformation outcomes. So now let's take a look at a typical enterprise customer that Atos has worked with to deploy these services to transform their enterprise. The initial situation of our customer was that they had an aging set of IT assets, and their perspective was they needed to move to take these assets to find a predictable and stable way of running their services at scale. They wanted to move towards cloud. They wanted to move towards an as-a-service model to control and optimize the way the enterprise was organized. And they wanted to partner with Atos to build an outcome or an approach that aligned how they would be transformed with the business model that Atos would deliver. So to net it simply, it's to deliver a model based on customer outcomes that both the customer and Atos partner and are incented to deliver that transformational capability while delivering last several slides I've alluded to it to the last several slides. Walks through what we do from a think perspective, from a plan perspective, from a build perspective, to a manage perspective, delivering the full capabilities of Atos across workplace, managed infrastructure focused on cloud, the operations of the applications, and a secure environment to do that. As we've continued the progression of transformation with this customer, we continue to leverage our Google Cloud partnership as a way to deliver applications that are modern in scope and global in reach. So, what has Atos learned about delivering these types of innovative enterprise customer solutions? Well, to borrow an analogy, it takes a village. That village is across all stakeholders in a customer enterprise. It must align with the business vision of where the customer enterprise is going, as set by the executive committee. It must enable the desired application and infrastructure transformation that addresses today's needs and sets the enterprise to deliver on its cloud journey to leverage hybrid and cloud native technologies, all while ensuring the security and policies are in place to safeguard the end-to-end environment, regardless of the service or hyperscaler. And finally, and probably one of the most important aspects of the transformation, is ensuring that an accurate business case is developed to define the short and long-term financial impacts and benefits of the proposed transformation. So in closing, I'd like to leave you with the following key thoughts. Atos provides the foundational services to enable our enterprise customers' journey to being cloud-powered. Atos delivers a turnkey platform for the management and orchestration of all services in this cloud-powered ecosystem that enables our customers to be cloud-powered. Atos can deliver a hybrid and multi-cloud solution that enables today and tomorrow's needs. Now is the time. And lastly, Atos believes application and modernization is table stakes and should be an integrated part of the process and journey. Thank you for your time today and allowing me to walk you through Atos's digital hybrid cloud offering. And I would like to welcome back Christoph for our Q&A session.
Thank you, Michael. I don't see a lot of questions, and I think we're coming to the end of the session. So one very quick one regarding Maven Wave acquisition. Can you just quickly highlight the integration of the Maven Wave team in the cloud operations of Atos?
Yeah, sure. So we acquired Maven Wave, made the announcement, I believe, in February of 2020. And really the premise of that was to deepen our capabilities around digitalization and how we focus on Google and cloud expertise. We believe by adding Maven Wave, which had a very, very focused effort on providing strategy to help transform customers and align where they wanted to go and link what would be the technology and the business outcome, enables Atos now to accelerate and deliver an end-to-end transformation capability for our customers. So from the front end to the back end, i.e. providing that front end business capability and aligning what the business outcome needs to be, and then Atos providing the back end global managed delivery services we're known for. So it's a perfect marriage of front end, back end, focused on Google and extending our Google Cloud service portfolio anywhere.
Yeah, that's clear. Well, thank you very much, Michael. I think we're running out of time now. So let me conclude by saying thank you to all of you who attended the session. Thank you, Michael, for preparing this presentation, and thank you for the organization team. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.